I'm Cassie, and today we are making cheesecake bites. So first you are going to take a 9x13 pan. It can be glass. I prefer the glass pans. And you're going to, prepare it with butter or oil, whichever you prefer. I used butter this time, but I have used oil before. And you're also going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, which I have already done. You will then take your cream cheese, and I warm mine up in the microwave for about 30 seconds every so often just to get it creamy. And you're going to take that and mix it with a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. Until it's pretty creamy. This is what the middle of the cheesecake bites is going to be. So you can see it's starting to get creamy. There's still a little bit of clumps of cream cheese in here, so you just want to keep beating it until all of the clumps of cream cheese and sugar are smooth. And then once that is done, you're going to go ahead and put that to the side. You don't want to put it in the fridge because it can get hard. You want to be able to put it in the middle of your layers for the cream cheese. So once that is done, you can go ahead and put that to the side. Next, we're going to make the crust for the cheesecake bites. You're going to take your crescent rolls, which you can buy any type, and rather than separating them, you're going to go ahead and keep them all together. You can do this on a cutting board or a countertop. I just cleaned the countertop. And you're also going to want to use a little bit of flour just to make sure it doesn't stick. But you don't need a whole lot. Just sprinkle it on the counter like you would if you're making cookies or something like that. Now, I let these sit in the fridge for as long as I can because as soon as they start to get warm, they become really flaky and messy, and they don't like to stick together. And you want them to be stuck together because rather than, like I said before, rather than letting them separate, you want it to be all one piece because it's going to lay flat in the bottom of the 9x13 pan. So then just take a little bit more flour, sprinkle it over the top. You're going to take your rolling pin if you can flip it over, go ahead, just so you can make sure that it doesn't stick. See, now it's falling apart, but that's okay because you can always flip it over and just push it back together. And if the halves do end up coming apart, you can squish them in. And then once you have that, you will just take it and lay it in the bottom of your pan. So as you can see, mine came apart, but we'll move it around so it works. Just gonna squish it into the bottom of the pan. You don't really want it to be around the edges because it's gonna be like a little sandwich kind of thing. So you wanna go ahead and make sure it's all on the bottom. Like so. Next, you're going to take your mixture that you made earlier. You're going to go ahead and pour it over top of what you put in the pan. If it starts to harden up at all, you can go ahead and just stick it in the microwave for like 15-20 seconds. It'll soften it back up. And any clumps that are still in here are okay because they will cook in the oven. So as you can see, it's kind of just in a big clump. You're going to take it and spread it around on top of the crescent roll dough. So once you have this, you can go ahead and put it to the side. You're going to take your other can of crescent rolls and pop it open, because you're going to do the same thing for the top that you did for the bottom. Once you have that all laid out, you can go ahead and put it on top of your mixture. You're going to take a stick of butter, and I let it sit out and I microwaved it earlier just so it would soften a little bit. You're going to take that and 3/4 cups of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm using 2. And then you're going to go ahead and mix that together until it's soft. Once this is all mixed together, which you'll know because it's like that, you're going to go ahead and take that, and I put it in little chunks over top of it because you want to be able to have enough for all of it. And then whatever's left, I just kind of put in the middle wherever. And then you're going to take your spoon and go ahead and spread it across the top. Once that is all done, you can go ahead and put it in the oven for about 30 minutes and let it bake. Once that is done, you're going to put it in the fridge and let it cool, and then you can cut it however you want.